Hi there. I'm coming to you today because I finally got the results to my ancestry.dna.com saliva sample, and I wanted to share. I couldn't wait any longer to share it with you guys because something interesting happened to me today on Twitter. Um, One girl posted a comment about get you a southern nigga. That's what she said in her comment. And I do love Southern men, ones that have not been tainted by the LA environment, I should say. Um, so I commented, yes, something like, yes, but make sure they have not lived in LA, otherwise you're going to get like an asshole nigga. Okay, now I have plenty of black friends and I mostly date black guys or guys with darker skin, but mostly black guys because they seem to be attracted to me and more assertive about asking me out. So, um, I say that nigga word all the time to them, and they call me nigga back. Okay, and I have girlfriends that are black. I have guy friends that are black, and I have friends of other races that we call each other nigga. So anyway, I after I posted that, it was a black female, and she said, "You cannot say the word nigga." And I said, "Yes, I can. And here's why." According to my DNA test results, ready? Open your minds. OYM. That's my new saying. OYM. Open your minds, please. Open your ears and your minds. According to my ancestry, I am not the father. Not just kidding. Wrong test. I'm 81% European. Hey, yeah. That would explain why I tend to gravitate towards European fashion and why I love it. I love Italy. I went there and did a tiny bit of modeling over there, and just always gravitated towards European fashion. 27% Scandinavian. Oh, I don't know if y'all know, but my mom is 100% Puerto Rican. Okay, she came from a farm called Ponce in Puerto Rico. My dad, on the other hand, who I don't know that well, that's by his choice, is, I believe, my last name is Fisher. So I believe he's 100% German, but born in America. So I am 81% European, 27% Scandinavian, 17% Italian Greek. That would probably be because the Puerto Ricans, the Italians, meaning Christopher Columbus, they settled in Puerto Rico. Christopher Columbus, the first place he landed was Puerto Rico, and he was from Italy, and he brought Spaniards, and then they intermixed with they raped and enslaved the Indians there, and brought African slaves also to work and start developing the island and our country. So therefore, I am 17% Italian Greek, 17% Iberian Peninsula. I forgot what that means. I Googled it, but I forgot. And then 6% Eastern European, which I'm kind of glad. I was kind of hoping for more because I think Russian women are the bomb. But anyway, I'm 6% Irish and 5% Western European. And then 8% Western Asia. I forgot what is that? Yeah. Western Asia, 8% Western Asia. But the most interesting part of it all, and why I feel entitled to use the word nigga, is because I happen to be 8% African. 8% people. Now let's clarify something. Here, the African that I am is mostly North African, okay? And that is more of the Arab countries, including Jerusalem, Israel, and Ethiopia, all that sort of, all the, I guess, not even Ethiopia, but the more Arab countries. But I am 1% of the Southern African, which is the black African that we tend here in America tend to associate, with blackness. And 3% Native American as well. But yeah, so your education for today, your history lesson for today is that according to the 1/8 drop rule back when it was the days of slavery, according to the 1/8 drop rule, I would have been considered black, and I would have been a slave if they knew my ancestry. Yep. And there were people like me back then, and what they did was they passed for white. And many people have a problem with my ethnicity and my looks. I've been brunette before. I'm considering going back to brunette, and my natural hair is not straight. But as you can see, I wear it all different kinds of ways, and I like to change the color. I like to change the texture, the length, even. And I think one time it was Tyrese Gibson who told me, because I didn't respond to his advances to sleep with me. Yeah, I turned him down. I thought he was kind of plain. Anyway, and had no game either. He told me, he said, "Look at you trying to dye your hair blonde, trying to be white." Well, Mr. Tyrese Gibson, is it? I am 81% European, 27% Scandinavian. So the majority of me is white cracker. What else do you call it? White bread, Wonder bread. I don't know, whatever. Hi, Lily. But I am also black. I would have been if they had found according to the 1/8 drop rule back in the days of slavery, I would have been considered black and qualified to be a slave. And there were people like me, and they probably straightened their hair and lightened it as much as possible and tried to pass for white, and did pass for white. The ones that did get kind of like caught or discovered probably ended up being like the wives. I mean, not the wives, but they probably did not end up working in the fields. They probably got more privileges. I think I've heard this or read this, and it's sad, it's fucked up. But I would have probably been the nanny or the housekeeper inside the plantation, and maybe the mistress of the slave owners. Kind of sucks. It is discrimination even back then. But that's not why, I don't know, that's not why I wear my hair blonde now. I did it because in Europe, when I went for modeling, they told me to dye my hair blonde. I'd be more marketable. I can go both ways. Like, that's the privilege of being biracial, of being half and half. I'm half Puerto Rican and half white. So the privilege to that is that you can choose whatever you feel like looking like at any given moment. And anybody has anything to say about it, can kind of kiss it. So anyway, so I'm a nigga too, and therefore I feel like I'm entitled to use the word. Now, if I'm using it in a derogatory way, that's questionable. But and if I'm using it with ER at the end of it, that's also not very cool. But I believe, due to my 1% black African descent, I believe I'm entitled to use the word nigga, because I'm a nigga too.